Okay, time to move on. John Travers is going for his third National 1500 metres crown. Let's see how he gets on now as we return to George.
Yes, a winner in 2016 and the defending champion 2018. John Travers of Dunor Harriers goes in this event, which features 16 athletes. Big field indeed for the men's 1500 metres. And if it bunches up like the women's did just moments ago, well, it could get a bit physical too.
Yeah, well, we saw it in the 800. A lot of athletes at a slow pace, bunched together. Anything can happen, but it is a big field. It's a lot of athletes all together, and I'd imagine it's going to go out a little bit championship-esque, a little bit slow, probably a little bit grouped. But you are looking at some decent athletes in here. John Travers had a decent run recently over in Houston, and he was just beaten actually by another athlete who was probably tipped for this race, Coscoran. This guy here who's in form, trains locally here as well. So he took 4 seconds out of Travers recently. So you're kind of looking at the two athletes that will be the competitive in this group.
Coscoran ran his personal best 3:47.9 just last weekend, so let's say he's in form. Another one to look out for, Owen Pearce on his home track here, Clonliffe Harrier, and another one from the club, Carl Doyle is nearest to the camera there in the black and amber of Clonliffe Harriers. This field of 16 here. There he is, Carl Doyle on the inside, Fergal Curtin, Kevin Kelly, Kieran Kelly, Jack Boylan, then John Travers in the white singlet, Oisin Gallen, Mitchell Byrne, Owen Pearce, and Aaron Cullen, both Clonliffe Harriers. 8:05 is Joe Warren, and then it's Fintan Stewart. Coscoran there in the blue of Star of the Sea, Julianstown in County Meath. Colin O'Mara of Emerald and Limerick. Rory Casey of Toher and Cork. And Craig McMeekin of North Down is the man on the outside. Huge field. The whole of the track.
Yeah, big field, and like we said, it can be dangerous. So you got to run smart in these situations as well. You got to make sure that you stay out of trouble, because the slightest little nudge or knock can really affect your stride length and where you go from there.
So up they go down that back straight, 3 3/4 laps of the track for the 1500 metres.
Fastest man in the field this year is Andrew Coscoran.
Early shower there is Carl Doyle holding the curb, but Coscoran has run out to the front to lay down a marker of his own. Doyle of Clonliffe Harriers then on the curb, leading them around this first lap. His clubmate Owen Pearce there, 8:01. 7:79 is Andrew Coscoran, who leads the 1500 metre list this season. John Travers just taking his place on the outside of the group. But still it's Carl Doyle who leads. Coscoran in second place. Owen Pearce is in third. Fergal Curtin of Youghal is in the green and white hoop top. Still Doyle being left to do it. Pearce second place. Colin O'Mara of Emerald is the white singlet in the middle there. John Travers is in the middle of the group. Jack Boylan taking over now. Jack Boylan has decided to put some pace into this.
He's just trying to string it out a little bit, put a bit more emphasis, let them chase him a little bit. Nobody's really kind of going with him, so 1 or 2 metre gap.
He's gone very early, but they're going to have to think about responding here. 2 laps to go. Jack Boylan of Dunleer is in front. The 2 Clonliffe Harriers second and third. And then the man who leads the listings this season, Andrew Coscoran, is in 4th place. But my word, Jack Boylan has gone for it here. He really has, and they're going to have to respond. He's got a good 20 metres on them. Jack Boylan has backed himself here. And Coscoran leads the chasing pack to try and chase him down, but they're not as close as it looks in that shot from head on. The foreshortening effect, there you have it. That's the distance. And around the bend, it's Jack Boylan who's in front. Gone for it a long, long way out. Almost 900 metres away, and he was finally opened up that gap. And he's going to take the bell at the end of this straight. but they do appear to be closing the gap on him. And that gamble looks like it's not going to pay off. As he takes the bell, the pack is closing. Boylan leads. Second place, it's Coscoran. The ominous figure of John Travers is on the outside there, ready to strike. Jack Boylan's brave move has been reined in, and now the attack happens and Boylan's race is run as the field moves past him. In front now is Kieran Kelly. And now with some of the physicality that we mentioned might just happen. Mitchell Byrne of Rathfarnham getting bumped out. But in front, the leader is Kieran Kelly, and now being challenged by Owen Pearce of Clonliffe. And here comes Coscoran round the outside. It's Coscoran who leads the rankings this season, who hits the front. It's Coscoran now. Coscoran leading Kieran Kelly. Kelly responding. Coscoran trying to get back in front. John Travers is in third place. It's Coscoran and Travers taking him on. Coscoran and Travers taking on Kelly. Travers now attacking Coscoran, and it's Travers who's got in front. John Travers is coming on to take the title. Coscoran is in second place. And a magnificent finish there by John Travers to take the title. John Travers, 1500-metre champion, retains his title when it looked for a moment as though Andrew Coscoran was the man who was going to take it from him. But it wasn't to be. The Coscoran couldn't hold on. The title is retained by John Travers.